think some of the mistakes we made that cost us some penalties along the way. At critical times, put you behind the sticks, or even, you return a punt for a touchdown, you get a call on a legal block. So there are things we can work on. I'm proud of the kids' effort. It doesn't make it any easier, in terms of, winning and losing, right? We're out here to win, and I'm proud of the way our defense played, in terms of Malik here breaking a record, which was awesome for him personally. But I think we gave Penn everything they can handle from an offensive standpoint.
Malik, can you talk about breaking that record, what that means to you just personally and for the defense as a whole?
Yeah, it was just an amazing opportunity. Like, not every day you get to, break a record that's especially been standing for, I think, about at least 20 years. And it's just a testament to, my teammates, our defense, and, all the coaches that's been here in the past. Like, it's just a credit to those guys for just putting me in the right spot, and as a credit to my teammates for doing their job so I can get home front. It's just a blessing, and I'm thankful for it.
Coach mentioned it as a unit. You guys played pretty well defensively today. Can you just talk about the group that you guys have, kind of what your bond is like as a unit?
Yeah, like us as a defense, we've kind of had the same group for about 3 years right now, and it's just the way we try to hold each other accountable up front. We try to make sure that we do everything for each other, not just ourselves. Like, you got to make sure that when you're out there, you're playing for the man next to you, and not just trying to do stuff on your own. And we know, like, the game's gonna be close, so it's all about the details of the game. It's a game of inches, so we just gotta do our best to play perfect, and we strive for the stars, and then we settle for the clouds. We pretty good for it.
You're utilized in a number of ways. We all know how talented you are as a pass rusher, but you also drop back in coverage a lot. We saw that. Can you just talk about how comfortable you are in space in coverage?
Yeah, at the end of the day, like, you want to be able to play wherever you want, or however many places you can. Like, your best tool is just to be useful, and I just think the more I can do, on the defensive side of the ball, like whether that's covering, whether that's rushing the pass, or being able to stuff the run, that's just a testament to my coaches putting me in the right places to make sure that I'm successful here, and to be able to look forward to the next level to be able to make those plays out there.
Thanks, Malik. Coach, could you just, you guys had a really scary injury with Ryan Schuster. Is there any update you could give us on him? Is there anything you've heard?
I haven't heard anything yet, so waiting to hear. Obviously, going to try to see if we can get over here to see him. I'm proud of the way he was playing. We started 5 freshmen today. A quarterback, a tailback, a wide out, a right guard, right tackle. So, some of those youth mistakes happen. They're out there fighting their tail off, and they're learning as we go. They're getting better every week. It's a testament to them in terms of learning our system. So, I'm pretty sure that Ryan's going to be all right, and we'll get him back quick.
You mentioned it, Coach. You guys have a young team. That's something we saw at Penn last year, a lot of freshmen and sophomores. Can you just talk about the development of this group as a whole? Are they getting better each week? Kind of what are you seeing there?
Yeah, I think so. I think, as we get going, gaining more yards, we got to put more points on the board. We got a good enough defense that, if we can score a few points, we're going to have good outcomes at the end. Again, some of that, you'd like to develop these kids. Heck, our right tackle, he was 17 until about 2 weeks ago. He just turned 18, and he's going against some pretty good guys here over the last couple of weeks. So for us, it's just about getting the kids better, developing them, getting them stronger as we get going. And we're going to have a pretty good football team down the road.
How about your evaluation of Rent Monty in the fourth quarter? That's a very tough situation to be thrown into. He's going to have to throw the ball a lot. What did you see from him in that, difficult situation?
No, Rent's really smart, makes good decisions with the ball. He's got good athleticism, so he can pull and run. So he did a good job of moving there. He did. He moved us down the field. Obviously we didn't come away with points, but when you come off the bench and you're cold and then just jump in a situation, it's also he's paying attention to what's going on, which is really important, so that when he goes in, he can make plays.
I'm just curious for yourself personally, 16 seasons of Franklin Marshall, Lafayette, you're an alumni, that's your alma mater. What has this transition, adjustment, whatever you want to call it, back to Lafayette been like this year for you?
Fun. You get to work with a bunch of great kids like Malik. There's nothing better than the guys we have in the room. They fight for each other. We're battling injuries. We got an injury bug. We've lost some good offensive linemen along the way. We've lost a tailback along the way. We've lost some receivers along the way. So, in times of adversity, these are the times when the kids will actually look back and say, hey, we had it pretty tough at one point and we made it through it. And that'll be a life lesson for them.
Thanks, Coach.
Right.